what?
Yes, I believe doctors have to have a prerequisite of being smart.
Do you believe in Omicron? I mean, do you believe it mutated in its realm?
Sorry? Please repeat that, he's underwater. Yes, I believe in Omicron. Because hopefully those doctors themselves have went through multiple schools. You can be industrious, but you can be a hard worker, but you can't necessarily be knowledgeable or smart. And you can be smart, and you cannot be industrious. Doctors themselves have to study, they have to be able to complete tests, and in the sense that they only accept the top brass, usually most schools do. Don't get angry, my friend. If that is all that you can say, listen. You can calm down right now, my friend. You're being angry at me for playing the game. That only showcases how angry you are at a lot of things that you feel are outside of your reach, but you can easily fix, but you don't.
Do you know how to fix it?
No, that's his problems, not mine.
Stay close. Something's about to go down. I can feel it.
Time for you to die.
You kill yourself regardless if you're working or not.
You're dead.
And if you do not work and other people do not work, the fabric of society that your ancestors have built up starts to fail. I didn't study at university. Well, wait, no, I actually did study at university for about a year. Yeah. Life got in the way. I was actually studying for computer science.
You don't study anymore?
Nah, that was long ago. That was 6 years ago. Life got in the way. What am I trying to say here? No, I didn't necessarily study medicine. However, I also understand that medicine in itself is necessarily one of the easier topics and subjects to talk about. Not necessarily in detail, as I am inexperienced with that, but more so at a very basic level. No, don't worry, Mr. Zombie. You don't need to hit me. People are overweight because of a biological drive that causes them to eat, because there's an evolutionary pressure on that on people and any sort of organism to overeat, because the more you overeat, the chances are when you go through lean times where you're not able to eat as much, you'll still survive. This combined with a sedentary lifestyle simply not eating enough, dieting. There is also the active lifestyle, which leads to an extra burn in calories.
By the way, did you saw that sign here? If you see someone drowning, door.
It's not necessarily an idea, or I think that a lot of the time, what you said is correct. That it is the gut bacteria that is also utilizing and, in a way, influencing a person's hunger and what they want to eat. However, that is also cultivated by the person's diet in itself. I think that a fecal transplant is interesting. I won't necessarily negate it, but it is also easily solved by not necessarily just eating or rationing or controlling your diet.
Before 1 week, there was surgery. A man is using a pig's heart.
I don't know about free will. Free will is too nebulous of a concept to actually even understand. Or not necessarily understand, but rather explain thoroughly. It's like talking about God or faith. One can believe in free will, and I choose to believe in free will. Unless you're talking about unless you're talking about determinism and free will, in which everything is preordained, then I genuinely believe that free will exists.
Good job, man, good job. Do you believe in God?
I believe in a God, but I don't necessarily subscribe to the Abrahamic religions or any type of...
You believe in a big power?
Yeah, just basically that. I believe in a big power. I don't believe in any sort of type of God that a lot of the religions, both Eastern and Western, try to explain. Everywhere. I used to skip classes and going and reading about Socrates and Socrates' dialogues in high school. Like, I would skip class, go to the university over and start reading it. No, I got too bored.
You gotta be surprised. It's gonna be fun.
No, I didn't. I never read anything about Bulgaria. I know where it is. I know it's a place and its history. But I haven't necessarily never read anything concerning it in depth. Math is easy, yeah. It's just another language that you learn.
Do you think this counts for every person?
Do I think that math is easy for everybody?
Yeah.
No. Some people are predisposed to having different kinds of specialties. That's just the way the world works and how evolution works and how people are born with it. I don't necessarily want to be materialistically rich. I just wish that I could be secure in my life. To be secure, not necessarily rich, but have enough that I won't have to worry about anything.
But do you have a purpose in your life? I mean, do you think everyone has a purpose?
The purpose in life is self-given.